Learn how to be on your best behavior in an online classroom with 10 Netiquette Guidelines every online student needs to know. Number 1. No yelling, please. There's a time and place for everything. But in most situations, typing in all caps is inappropriate. Most readers tend to perceive it as shouting and will have a hard time taking what you say seriously, no matter how intelligent your response may be. If you have vision issues, there are ways to adjust how text displays so you can still see without coming across as angry. Number 2. Sarcasm can and will backfire. Sarcasm has been the source of plenty of misguided arguments online, as it can be incredibly difficult to understand the commenter's intent. What may seem like an obvious joke to you could come across as off-putting or rude to those who don't know you personally. As a rule of thumb, it's best to avoid sarcasm altogether in an online classroom. Instead, lean toward being polite and direct in the way you communicate to avoid these issues. Number 3. Don't abuse the chat box. Chat boxes are incorporated into many online classes as a place for students to share ideas and ask questions related to the lesson. It can be a helpful resource or a major distraction. It all depends on how well students know their classroom netiquette. The class chat box isn't an instant messenger like you'd use with friends. Treat it like the learning tool it's meant to be, and try not to distract your classmates with off-topic discussions. Number 4. Attempt to find your own answer. If you're confused or stuck on an assignment, your first instinct may be to immediately ask a question. But before you ask, take the time to try to figure it out on your own. For questions related to class structure, such as due dates or policies, refer to your syllabus and course FAQ. Attempt to find answers to any other questions on your own using a search engine. If your questions remain unanswered after a bit of effort, feel free to bring them up with your instructor. Number 5. Grammar time. Always make an effort to use proper punctuation, spelling, and grammar. Trying to decipher a string of misspelled words with erratic punctuation frustrates the reader and distracts from the point of your message. On the other hand, it's important to be reasonable about others' grammar mistakes. Nobody likes the grammar police, and scolding a classmate because he or she used your y-o-u-r instead of your y-o-u''re isn't practicing proper netiquette. Number 6. Set a respectful tone. Every day may feel like casual Friday in an online classroom where you don't see anyone in person, but a certain level of formality is still expected in your communication with instructors. In addition to proper punctuation and spelling, it's good netiquette to use respectful greetings and signatures, whole sentences, and even same old please and thank you use in real life. Number 7. Submit files the right way. You won't be printing assignments and handling them to your teacher in person, so knowing how to properly submit your work online is key to your success as an online student. Online course instructors often establish ground rules for file assignment submissions, like naming conventions that help them keep things organized or acceptable file formats. Ignoring these instructions is a common example of bad netiquette. Number 8. Read first. Take some time to read through each of the previous discussion post responses before writing your own response. If the original post asks a specific question, there's a good chance someone has already answered it. Submitting an answer that is eerily similar to a classmate's indicates that you haven't paid attention to the conversation so far. Number 9. Think before you type. A passing comment uttered in class can be forgotten a few minutes later, but what you share in an online classroom becomes part of a permanent digital record. Number 10. Be kind and professional. Online communication comes with a level of anonymity that doesn't exist when you're talking to someone face to face. Sometimes, this leads people to behave rudely when they disagree with one another. Online students probably don't have the complete anonymity that comes with using a screen name, but you could still fall prey to treating someone poorly because of the distance between screens. Make a point to be kind and respectful in your comments, even if you disagree with someone.